in the heart of Chicago, a refuge for families fleeing the war. What was that like?
Oh, it was awful when we need to wake up at 3 a.m. at night and go to bomb shelter.
Oksana and her 3-year-old son Sasha escaped in the early days of fighting. Did Sasha get scared?
Maybe he didn't understand what happened. I say, Sasha, everything okay, you can see cartoons, you have candy. And I did everything that he didn't scared.
She made the difficult decision to leave her homeland and head to Poland, leaving behind a husband fighting in the Ukrainian army. When you had to say goodbye and leave your husband behind, what was that like?
When we buy a ticket to bus from Lviv to Poland, when we sit in a chair in a bus, we hug each other. And now he says me he thinks that he never see us again.
But he will.
Hopefully he will, yeah. And it was very difficult. Sasha is crying, I am crying. And when bus was away, and I put my hand on the window, and he put his hand on the window. And we say bye.
Since the start of the war, the U.S. has accepted more than 2,000 Ukrainians. In Chicago, the century-old neighborhood known as Ukrainian Village has become a safe haven for many refugees. And at St. Nicholas Cathedral, they're building a new community. How did you get involved with bringing all these children here?
So this school was built 87 years ago by Ukrainians, intentionally for Ukrainians. So historically, the school's always been predominantly Ukrainian and Ukrainian American. So before the war, we were at 80% Ukrainian population or Ukrainian American. So the word was out that we're here, and the first person that we received was someone that had originally been a student at St. Nick's. He was back in Ukraine living there, and once the war broke out, he was 13, and they didn't know necessarily if he would have to fight or anything like that, so his mom wanted to get him out of the country as quickly as possible to safety, and so she came straight from the airport, literally had the suitcase on our front step and dropped him off, and that was our first student.
So how are you going to commemorate the anniversary? It's been a year.
The principal of the Cathedral School says the need is still growing.
Originally, when people were asking, how many refugees could you take? It was like 50. You know, we didn't think 75. There's not a day that goes by that I don't get an email or a phone call or the doorbell doesn't ring, wanting to enroll someone in the school.
The school is creating a home far from their embattled homeland, helping the families find housing, furniture, food, and jobs, and adjust to life in a foreign country. Many of the teachers speak their language, teach Ukrainian culture and music, helping the children cope with the haunting memories of war.
We are Ukrainians. It is not time for us to give up.
These Ukrainian children share the pain of a common journey, leaving home and family behind, and carrying with them the fear of never seeing their loved ones again. In these few city blocks, Oksana and Sasha have found a refuge until they know what the future holds.
In Ukrainian Village, we have a lot of Ukrainian people, a huge Ukrainian community who understand each other in this situation, and we help each other.
Anna and the school have found their mission.
We go into education because we're passionate about children and passionate about the future of our country and the future of our society. And so to be able to do this for these 75 children is an honor.
Andrea Mitchell, NBC News, Chicago.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.